Agony, no, I shouted, waking myself up. I looked up into Declan's concerned eyes overlapping with the brutal and fierce image in the dream, and I trembled in fright. Declan was covering me with a blanket, looking confused. Honey, what's wrong? Why are you sleeping on the sofa? You'll catch a cold. Honey, are you mad at me for drinking too much last night? Sorry, the client was important. I shook my head, engulfed in fatigue and fear, not wanting to say anything. There's no guest room in our house. Declan once promised he would never make me mad enough to send him to sleep in a guest room. Even if he did upset me, he'd be sensible enough to sleep on the floor beside me. But when conflicts really arose, I didn't even have a space of my own. I was indeed under his watchful eye. Declan didn't notice anything unusual about me, frowning pitifully. Honey, I had a tough time at the business dinner yesterday. My head hurts a lot. Where's the hangover soup? I forgot I didn't make any at all. Declan's family isn't wealthy. While I'm a typical rich second generation, he always said he wanted to earn my father's approval through his own efforts to achieve more to deserve me. So Declan worked hard. He didn't accept help from the Aiden family, choosing to start his own business in the early years too. Secure projects. He drank heavily with partners, almost getting a stomach ulcer. I loved Declan deeply, and as his wife I always took care of him personally. For the sake of his health I found many remedies and often stayed up all night to help him recover from hangovers. If I were unaware of his true feelings, I might have continued being a dutiful wife. However, in reality my efforts were all one-sided. Phoebe used her family background to harm Cora. I can't let her have any chance to harm Cora. I must achieve success in the business world, have enough power to rival Phoebe's old man. If they harm Cora like the last life, I'll make the Phoebe family pay a painful price. Declan's desperate efforts were merely to gain real power to protect his true love. Honey, what's wrong today? You don't look well. Are you feeling unwell? Let me take you to the hospital. I stared blankly at the man before me, wondering how much sincerity was in his concern. I hesitated about confronting Declan when suddenly my phone rang. The caller ID showed two big words, Cora. Declan quickly picked up the phone and handed it to me, signaling with his eyes, take it. I numbly pressed answer, and Cora's cheerful voice came through. Phoebe, darling, remember we're going to the art exhibit today? I remember. Let's meet at the coffee shop in front of the art gallery. Okay. Old Ho is dropping me off on his way to work. Okay. Before I could speak, Declan said, you have plans with Cora today. Let me drive you there. No need, your office isn't on the way. Declan lovingly touched my cheek. Silly, driving my wife anywhere is on the way. Go change your clothes. Declan went back to the room to freshen up, his back radiating happiness. He's going to see his beloved. Of course he's thrilled. Remember, let's meet directly at the coffee shop in front of the art gallery. He can drop me off on his way to work. Alright. I hung up the phone, and before I could say anything, Declan spoke first. You have plans with Cora today. Let me take you there. No need, your office is out of the way. Declan affectionately touched my cheek. Silly, taking my wife anywhere is always my pleasure. Go get changed. Declan got up to freshen up, his back radiating happiness. Of course he's thrilled to see the one he loves. He seemed to have forgotten that he just mentioned taking me to the hospital because I looked unwell. In Declan's world, nothing is more important than Cora. When Declan dropped me off at the coffee shop, Cora was happily sipping a mocha cookie crumble frappuccino. She naturally handed me a cup of hot milk, greeting M.